All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Half 10. Half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Allen off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is all the way up past the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run. This is Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught by Beasley. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Taylor. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On second down, it's Hill, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go. Double time. Free down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On second down now, it's Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Six down. Check 6 down. Switch.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 45. The give to Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alert.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen's throw is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football.
And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. There he goes, right side, and it's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. When you're down 3, under a minute to go, how aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Alert, alert, alert! Go, go.
On first down, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Stop your whining.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5 wide. Watch twitch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Allen gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Watson down to throw. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Mike's 50.
Silver.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bills have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. On first down, it's Armstrong. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Allen. He'll buy some time right. He finds Taylor, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. Complete to Josh Gordon. That's the
Let's go,
end of the
baby.
third
Let's go.
quarter with the score Bills 21, Texans.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
That's the score. Bills 28, Texans 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And this will be a touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
50%.
And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. Looking deep here for and got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, it's Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down. From the red zone now, Watson. Underneath here to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one match.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Taylor. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he will not have a chance here to try for another touchdown. He'll sit tight, and they'll take over at the 25.
You're set. 19. 53. Mike. I got it.
Now it's Watson. Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road.